Someone wanted me to make a video about squatting raw with a wide stance, so here it is. First off, it's not for everyone. It depends on a number of factors, including your mobility, leverages, strengths and weaknesses, how you're put together, and probably some other stuff. For me, I've always been pretty comfortable squatting with a wider stance, and I'm stronger with a wider stance. It doesn't bother my hips, so that's what I do. Now let's get to it. First off, we'll start with some mobility stuff, just a couple band distraction mobilizations that I'll do. Here's one for the hip flexor, and of course, if you want to learn more about all of this stuff, Kelly Starrett's channel and mobilitywod.com is the place to go. There's another mobilization, band distraction for hip external rotation, and I'll do these sometimes before squatting or deadlifting as part of my warm-up. Here's something called prying that I got from Pavel. Basically, you drop into a squat position and you shift your weight from side to side. And as you see, what I like to do is start with kind of a medium stance and do about 10 reps to each side, and then I'll bring my stance out wider and do some more. And I really feel like this helps to loosen up the hips and get me warmed up for squatting and deadlifting. And last but not least, just sitting in a squat position. You should be able to comfortably drop into a squat position and sit there for a few minutes. So work on getting comfortable at the bottom of the squat. Now technique. Here I am squatting a massive 145 pounds. Note that my knees are out, using a little bit of a low bar position, not terribly low, probably medium. My feet are pretty straightforward. I find that I'm stronger and more stable with my feet pointing pretty straightforward, and I'm trying to stay upright and just keep my hips underneath me. Now here, some squats from my recent meet. You'll see that these look a bit different, and the key factor here is the knee wraps. Basically what I do is I unrack it, I make sure I'm stable and steady, and I just drop. I like to think of it as attacking the wraps. They pretty much stop me at the bottom, and they bounce me out of the hole. And if I don't descend quickly, then I don't get much out of them. And so now I'll talk about knee wraps, because that is a big factor for me. I use Mark Bell's. They're my favorite ones, and they work for me. And here is how I wrap them. Normally I'd have the lifter be sitting down, but notice that I'm starting with the top of the wrap on top of basically the crease on the back of the knee, which might be a little bit higher than some people start, but basically that's just going to get you maximal coverage on the knee. You go up, so the whole thing is maybe between 2 and 3 wrap widths tall. Normally the lifter would be sitting down, but this is just for demonstration purposes. Tie it off. Nothing special there, just I like a pretty tight wrap. I like to get a lot of coverage.
Let's look at the finished result. Where's that label?
And that's about it.